We're back now on Eyewitness News with our storm watch coverage.
Meteorologist Tammie Souza is watching this very closely. Tammie, this has the potential, I understand, to bring some significant damage to the area.
It does, absolutely, because if we get these straight line winds of 70 miles an hour plus or an isolated tornado, that is going to create a lot of damage across the area. That's what we're concerned about today. So the threat today is a fast-moving line of storms that will develop. Individual storms ahead of that line, they could have spin to them, and those are the ones we will watch for isolated tornadoes. That's where we would likely find them. The main threats are going to be those damaging 70-plus mile-an-hour winds if they develop, also isolated tornadoes and some large hail. And any of these storms could dump a lot of water very quickly, so we could see some localized flooding. Be aware of that. The impacts, of course, trees down, power lines down, power outages and travel delays out there, so be aware of that as you head through the afternoon. Already a severe thunderstorm watch just to the west of our area through 4 o'clock, and that's because we've already seen some of these severe storms developing. At this point, no warnings in Pennsylvania. We do have some in New York, though, but you can see this line, this very linear line that's forming. Now, it doesn't look like there's anything coming toward our area. You might think, well, it just looks like showers, Tammie, but what you can't see is the front that is out to the west, and that is where it's going to start to create the lift. That's where we're going to start to see more storms pop. Right now we have a lot of lightning that is moving through Harrisburg. Also, we have a storm that is now leaving Mercer County. This one's had a little bit of lightning with it, not severe though, and we're watching some showers making their way through Newcastle County and over into Salem County. Also, one little cell headed toward Philadelphia right now. So the big picture shows that we do have showers streaming into the area. We do have this line of storms off to the north and the west, and we're still waiting for the line that will affect us to fill in. Lightning will be a big player this afternoon as well, so make sure when the kids are home from school, just get them inside. You don't want to wait until you hear that boom of thunder out there. Here we go with the front. You can see there's a spin right here, and that is where we have an area of low pressure that's riding along the front. But here is our front. It is right through sort of the western half of the state. That is what is driving all of these storms, along with this little area of low pressure, which is going to create some spin and lift in the atmosphere. So here's how everything is going to play out. We have south winds that are going to continue to warm us to near 80 degrees. We have these spotty showers taking place, especially from Philadelphia east. And then we start to see maybe 2, 3 o'clock, these showers and storms forming across the Poconos into the Lehigh Valley. Individual cells which could spin up a tornado. 5 o'clock, they're moving through the Pennsylvania suburbs and into Philadelphia. Fully in Philadelphia between 4 and 6. Then we're looking at down the shore by 7. So these things are moving quickly and they are out of here. Behind it, we clear out. Some very refreshing air comes in. A very dry air mass comes in. Today, though, we are the bullseye right here, the enhanced risk. That is number 3 out of 5. According to the Storm Prediction Center, this could have those damaging winds. And yes, every time we see one of these rare enhanced risks on top of us, we have had isolated tornadoes. The wind risk today is between 30 and 45%. Anywhere in this pink area from Philadelphia north and west, you could see a 30 to 40% chance of damaging winds. That is what that represents. Let's go to the tornado risk. It's only a 5% risk, but in the weather world, 5% is pretty high. We rarely see it go above 30 for the big tornado outbreaks in the plains. Temperatures right now, they are in the 70s, still climbing in Philadelphia. Everybody is still quite mild, a little cooler along the shore because of south winds. But look to the west of us. Behind that front, it has really cooled down in Pittsburgh, 59 degrees there. So it is a powerful front with a cooling air behind it. 2 to 4 o'clock in the Lehigh Valley for your storms, 3 to 6 in Philadelphia, 5 to 8 down the shore. Please be weather aware and stay with us here. Download the app, get your alerts, know what's going on, and make sure your kids have a plan after school. 80 today. We dropped the temperature just a little because of the cloud cover out there, and then a refreshing air mass Tuesday and Wednesday. We climb back up to the 80s by Friday, and there it is, 92 degrees by Saturday. But we'll be with you all afternoon, and we'll keep you updated on social media, on the web, here on TV, and on CBS News Philly as to what's going on with the latest on the storms. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Tammie. We appreciate it. Stay with CBS 3 as we track this system and its potential impacts. Eyewitness News will have hourly updates on our streaming service, CBS News Philly. We'll also have updates here on CBS 3 starting at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
And you heard Tammie say it. Make sure you have that CBS Philly app downloaded where you can get the forecast anytime, even when we're not on air. We'll be right back.